Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, friends, family, teachers, administration, Board of Education, class of 2018. Thank you all for coming today. I'd also like to thank the band for playing for us today. Speaking of the band, I also have to thank them for allowing me to attend the past 3 graduations and learn about the ceremony, particularly the speeches. As a result of my extensive experience, I have taken up the task of stopping the spread of a few misconceptions about the Salutatorian myself. For one, no, I'm not just the guy that gives another boring speech to further delay the delivery of everyone's diplomas. I'm also not just the guy that's ranked second in the class. Really, all I am is the guy that gives a welcome speech at graduation. That's all a salutatorian is. So welcome to the PHHS class of 2018's graduation. I'm glad you all could attend. Following every high schooler's long-standing tradition of procrastination, I didn't write this speech until a few hours before it was due. I'll be honest, I thought the moment I started the document, it would feel like the beginning of the end of the jokes echoing the hallways, the end of going to our school events and games together, the end of iPads, the end of an era. The point is that it had not hit me yet, that our time together was concluding. So I just didn't start my speech, and that worked out great for a while. Eventually, though, I had to get started. As I asked Mr. Kadar for advice, I realized I had to make this a little more than just an initial welcome. According to him, I had to be introspective. Bonus points if you know language of origin or can use it in a sentence. Pretty much, it means to look within yourself and talk from the heart. Thanks, Kadar. Regardless, this graduation stays bittersweet in my heart. Don't let anyone ever tell you that moving on or growing up is anything else. But even though time may pass, we can still find strength in what we've made while we were all together as Vikings. To discover this strength, I thought I'd look within me and share a few tidbits of advice I found over the last 4 years and let those guide us all to success in the future. For one, take action. Hesitation, which is not procrastination, by the way, can be the death of something great. So don't let your inhibitions and fears stop you from achieving anything. Every great idea only becomes a reality through action. 2, search for happiness, and you'll find it along the journey. This is the big one, especially at this time for young people. Happiness is a great life goal and often overlooked. But remember that all of us have happiness within us, and it is our duty to not only spread that happiness to each other, but to recognize it within ourselves. Finally, don't forget to thank and appreciate everyone that got you to where you are now. The pinnacle of human achievement is not fire, tools, electronics, or even cup noodles. It is the ability to build upon the collective knowledge we already have through impacting and teaching others. Without that, where would we be? So look out into the audience today and find the people that matter, who molded you into you. Your ever supportive and caring parents, your siblings who challenge you and your patience, those grandparents who inspire you every day, your friends who got you into something that you love, the people that raised you to be you, no matter what you call them. Find them and take the time to appreciate them. I hope we can all remember these things as we go out into the world. But then again, that's just coming from me, the guy who gives another welcome speech at graduation. Thank you.
Good evening, Board of Education members, administrators, teachers, family members, and of course, the class of 2018. If it isn't obvious enough, today is graduation day, and now it's time for the infamous class president's speech. I've always dreamt of giving this speech, picturing myself as Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde. In fact, my English teacher, Miss Massa, taught our whole class how to write a graduation speech in 10th grade. First, you welcome everyone, then you walk down memory lane, and then you give a philosophical message. So, I should have been more than prepared for this speech, but when it came down to actually writing the speech, I didn't want to. I didn't want to say goodbye to one of the best classes Parsippany Hills High School has ever seen. I didn't want to say goodbye to our class that is nothing short of a family. However, we're not your typical family. We all were fostered from different homes. Some of us waddled as Lake Parr penguins, soared as Intervale eagles, howled as Mount Tabor timberwolves, roared as East Lake lions, or struck as Littleton lightning. Some of us, though, were brought up in different elementary schools, in different states, and even different countries. But all differences aside, We all sit here today as one unit, rating as Vikings. In our short 4 years together, we have been able to accomplish so much and bring many firsts to Par Hills. We're the first class to have won the Spirit Day competition for the 2 years it's been back in existence. The first class to organize and go on a senior class trip. We've won football, soccer, tennis, swimming, cheerleading, and lacrosse championships, marching band competitions, and Key Club awards. We've ranked nationally in FBLA, DECA, and FCCLA. We've created new honor societies and clubs. In all of these accomplishments and firsts, we have made Viking history. But I believe the greatest thing we could have ever accomplished here are the friendships we've made. In fact, I think the reason why we are so accomplished is because we are such a close-knit class, able to appreciate the different viewpoints and experiences of everyone. Our closeness has been evident in how everyone can talk to anyone, regardless of which social circle they come from. I think this was first emphasized at junior prom, where we all danced the night away together, making those social circles shapeless. This trend has only continued, only we moved from dancing on the dance floor at junior prom to dancing on top of speakers at senior prom. This trip down memory lane could last forever, but if there's anything I learned here at Par Hills, it's the value of time. It doesn't stop for you to tie your shoe. It doesn't delay a test you weren't prepared for. And it certainly does not wait until you're emotionally ready to give a speech. Time demands action from all of us, and right now it's demanding for me to give you some philosophical message. But I've struggled with this idea of giving you all advice as if I had any more wisdom than you. In reality, I think we all can attest to this message. Time is not tangible. We've all come to recognize how short 4 years really is, and how quickly a moment can turn into a memory. So, if I'm going to ask you to do anything, it's to continue to accomplish things and look at others and appreciate the differences they bring. It's to continue to be the doers you have proven yourself to be. Although, oftentimes, doers cannot do the things they do alone. So here's one more bit of advice from a PHHS faculty member. Mr. Ordway, who is retiring after 45 years of working here at PHHS, has always advised us to thank the people who have helped us along the way. So I want to take a moment to thank all the parents, grandparents, friends, teachers, and other mentors for helping us, the class of 2018, be the doers we are today. As I said in the beginning of my speech, I didn't want to say goodbye to such an amazing class. But I know this isn't a goodbye. I'll be sure you get an email or Facebook message from me in 10 years, and in those 10 years, I know you all will have made us Viking proud. I don't really remember from my sophomore English class how to finish off one of these speeches, but there's nothing left to say besides this. Congratulations, the class of 2018. The eagle has landed.
Good Good evening, administrators, faculty, family and friends, Board of Education, and my fellow graduates. To the graduating class of 2018, congratulations. $525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? Well, for some high school students, it might be the number of times they check Genesis, or for others, the number of absences they could use up before they lose credit. Being a high schooler means 525,600 minutes of waking early, trying to figure out what we want to do with the rest of our life, napping, and then pulling all-nighters. Now, imagine doing that for 4 years. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the high school survivors, class of 2018. But in all seriousness, 4 years is a long time. 4 years is long enough for people to change and new friendships to form. It's long enough for us to test our limits and to test our values, break our values, and then form new ones. 720 days filled with too many web assignment problems and turn-it-in assignments, too many sleepless nights, and too much drama. 17,280 hours of waiting for this day and this very moment. However, in retrospect, 4 years was also a short time. These past 4 years passed like a blur where even though not every feature or memory is distinct, I know that the experiences we gain, the lessons we learn, and the people we met have inspired and challenged us to work harder and strive for more. 4 years was not enough time to prepare me to say goodbye. To the parents and everyone who's helped raise us to become the young adults that we are today, it sure wasn't an easy journey. We've argued and we've laughed. Thank you for always being patient with us, for encouraging us, for being by our side through our best and our worst. No one knows us better than you do. To the teachers and administrators, you guys taught us not only how to excel inside the classroom, but more importantly, outside of class. Thank you for being our teacher friends and inspiring us to always work hard, to be curious, creative, and compassionate. And lastly, to my fellow graduates, thank you for making my high school experience extraordinary. Our class is known for being extremely competitive, extremely athletic, extremely involved, extremely good-looking, and extremely special. I'm so proud to call myself a member of the Par Hills class of 2018. Whether or not we shared classes together or maybe just a glance in the hallway, my high school experience would not have been the same without each and every one of you. As we embark on the next step in our journey, travel to new places, meet new people, I want to remind everyone that time is all relative and that it can be hard to make time for everything we want or need to do. High school, after all, is only a small fraction of our lifetime and a chapter in our story. So think about what kind of a story you want to write for yourself. Find your passion, have a vision, and cherish the moments that come and go. Years from now, we won't remember the first all-nighter or that time we turned in an essay at 11:59 p.m. and thought we were on top of the world. But what we will remember are the bittersweet emotions and the lasting friendships. By then, thousands of miles might separate us, but one thing will unite us. No matter where we are, we will forever be Vikings. Thank you.
Good evening, and congratulations to the class of 2018. It is my honor to welcome all of you and to present to you these fine graduates. I would like to thank the Board of Education, Dr. Sargent, and our central office administration for all their support and commitment to the education of our students. I'd like to welcome Councilman Michael DePiero and Mayor Soriano for joining us tonight. It is our pleasure to have you here with us as our guests. I'd like to recognize all the K-8 teachers in attendance tonight. Years ago, you started these young students on an educational path that has led us to this evening. Your efforts all those years ago are invaluable. These students have not forgotten the significant contributions you have made on their educational journey. Thanks to you, they are well-prepared and well-rounded individuals who make Parsippany Hills such a wonderful place. Finally, I have to mention the fine teachers of Parsippany Hills High School sitting behind me. I could write an entire speech about the work they do every day. Our teachers are charged with many responsibilities that you would expect from them, but they also take on many responsibilities that you never hear of. The tasks they take care of behind the scenes, the one-on-one discussions, the celebrations, and even the tears that absorb from your children are what makes our high school such a great place to come to every day. They teach, tutor, mentor, advise, coach, and fulfill so many roles for your children. What you may not often see is how devoted they are to your students, the countless hours, the money out of their own pocket, the overnight field trips away from their own families, and all the effort that goes into the mundane tasks of record keeping, professional development, grading, and so much more are just some examples of the work these teachers do. Thank you to my staff for all your hard work and dedication. And a special thank you to all the staff members who helped organize, participate, and work tonight's celebration, especially Mr. Long, Ms. Rogers, and Ms. Thaler, who choreographed this entire ceremony. And finally, thank you, parents. I cannot imagine a more supportive community than the one you have nurtured. You have demonstrated that you understand that the trajectory of your students' success beginning at home. Your commitment to your children as students is without question, and your contributions to Par Hills and the graduating class have been presented with love and generosity. Graduates, you've heard some powerful messages from your classmates tonight. I hope you are inspired and motivated to go forward, gain new experiences, and build your own version of success. I'd like to leave you with a little bit of advice from myself, and I found inspiration from various sources, including social media, the teachers' memes hanging in the media center, and even Mrs. Barkowskis' office. I found most of these statements to be spot on, wise words that we've all heard before, but don't reflect on often enough. For those of you who put some of this advice to the test, I'm certain you'll experience growth and success, and certain your parents would agree. Some of my favorite pieces of advice to give you include: surround yourself with great people. We are the average of the people we spend time with. Your name is important, so protect it. Every stranger and every moment can teach you something. Character really does count. Leave it better than you found it. Don't sweat the small stuff. Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. This one I like the most. Dress for the job you want, not the job you have. And sometimes in school we forget that. Any action is better than no action. And last, nothing worth doing comes easy. But lately, my favorite advice to give is the one I give my own children almost every day, and that is, everything has a home. This is especially helpful in keeping organized and reducing those stressful moments looking for a misplaced item. I usually say this in frustration as I'm racing around the house at 7 a.m. looking for that misplaced sneaker or backpack or that darn lunchbox. I'm sure your parents can relate. I can't remember the last time I misplaced my keys, so I know this advice works. Everything does have a home. And guess what? Every Viking has a home too. I often think of Parsippany Hills as my second home. When I come to this building, I feel supported, loved, and part of a community that cares. I hope everyone in attendance tonight feels the same way. Teachers, support staff, parents, and especially the class of 2018. You will always have a home at Parsippany Hills High School. Don't forget your roots, and don't forget all the great lessons and memories you took away from this wonderful community. We will miss you and expect great things from each and every one of you. Now it is with great pride and pleasure that I hereby certify to Dr. Sargent, the Superintendent of Schools, that the students assembled in front of you have met all the requirements stipulated by the Parsippany, Troy Hills, and the New Jersey State Boards of Education, and I recommend them for your approval as graduates. I present to you the Parsippany Hills High School class of 2018.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Barbara Sargent. I am the very lucky superintendent of this marvelous school district. Good evening, and welcome to our Parsippany family members, faculty and school leaders, Board of Education members, community leaders, and our high school graduates. We appreciate the fine work of our grounds crew and maintenance staff in preparing the fields for this illustrious occasion, and also to our wonderful Parsippany Police Department in keeping us safe this evening and throughout the school year. Today we celebrate the passion, the integrity, the enthusiasm, the dedication to service, and the intelligence contained within this very dynamic student body. As you prepare for the next phase of your journey, may I share some thoughts from a poem entitled Shoulders by Naomi Shihab Nye. No car must splash him. No car drive too near to his shadow. This man carries the world's most sensitive cargo, but he's not marked. Nowhere does his jacket say fragile, handle with care. His ear fills up with breathing. He hears the hum of a boy's dream deep inside him. We're not going to be able to live in this world if we're not willing to do what he's doing with one another. The road will only be wide. The rain will never stop falling. As your parents and teachers, more than anything, we want to send you out into the world with stickers all over you noting fragile and handle with care. Yet we do the brave and courageous thing. We set our worries aside and smile as you venture off into the sunset, driving for the first time on your own, starting a new job with coworkers whom we hope will like you as much as we do, beginning your freshman year at college and navigating roommates, dining hall meals, and professors who don't know you yet the way we do. You are our most sensitive cargo. Go forth with joy and confidence, and please do handle yourselves and each other with care. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome family, friends, staff of Parsippany Hills High School, Mayor Soriani, and graduating class. Today is an exciting day. You have reached another milestone in your lives. Your journey began way back when you embarked on your educational career starting in kindergarten. So long ago, but so very recent in the minds of your families as they look out at you today. You moved through elementary school to middle school, where you began your next milestone. At times, I'm sure it felt overwhelming, but you persevered. High school became your next milestone, and here you sit today. There were challenges, but with the support of family, teachers, and classmates, you all demonstrated you were ready for them and conquered each one. My own children graduated from the Hills, and I remember sitting where your families are today, recalling each milestone with an overwhelming sense of pride in the people they had become, as well as their accomplishments, as I'm sure your parents are feeling today. This is especially poignant for me because I remember some of you from your days at Mount Tabor School. You have witnessed good and not so good events. I was so proud to have observed your heartfelt outcries and reactions to the recent tragic school shootings, as well as how you became united in support of some very sick children in our town. Your sense of community and caring was overwhelming to all who witnessed your actions. May those traits stay with you throughout your lives. Now you are ready to move on to tackle new challenges, which I have no doubt you will conquer. Another milestone to begin. Whatever path you choose to follow, just remember to live your lives with compassion, love, and laughter. May the wind always be at your back. On behalf of the Parsippany Board of Education, I want to extend congratulations and best wishes to each of you and your families. Thank you.
Before we begin to confer diplomas, we have 4 retirees this year who we would like to recognize tonight. Not able to attend tonight, our Woods and CAD teacher, Mr. Bob Stevenson. With 27 years in education, 14 of which were served at Parsippany Hills High School, math teacher, Mr. Bobby Hune. And with 22 years in education and all 22 years served at Parsippany Hills High School, school nurse, Mrs. Kathy Walker. and with 45 years in education, and all 45 years served at Parsippany Hills High School, our school counselor, Mr. Carl Ordway. And on behalf of the girls' tennis team, I'd like to present this tennis racket made by the girls' tennis team to Mr. Carl Ordway, our girls' tennis coach and boys' tennis coach. At this time, I'd like to invite Board of Education members Judy Mayer and Frank Neglia to confer diplomas. As difficult as this might be, we ask that the audience do your best to hold the applause until all diplomas have been conferred. Valedictorian, Caroline Zhang. Salutatorian, Rakshay Kantare. Yudi Shah. Adam Daniel Warner. Krunali Shah. Karan Pratap Singh Chauhan. Maya Patel. Prena Singh. Jacqueline Marie Pascal. Priya A. Patel.
Aiden Elise Higginbotham. Alexis Liana Higginbotham. Sherilyn Nicole Oslin. Sarah Catherine Pascal. Ruby Rodriguez. Sweta Parekh. Ashley Nicole Page. Danica Shane Elias. Jenna G. Jan. Mega Mansuria. Shrishti Goswami. Victoria Marie Guarino. Jana Kathleen Belfiore. Corinne Renee Davis. Taylor Brianni Leonard. Zeal Patel. Kimberly Aviana Henriquez. Catherine Jovel. Jenna Gabriel. Dabasha Paul. Sanjay Kao. Dua Ahmad. Olivia Santor. Allison Rose Keene.
Jarek Michael Robleza. Joshua Robleza. Sham Patel. Krishna Prajapati. Kevin Perez. Brandon Moy. Vishal Mansuria. Michael David Gaudio. Daniel James Gardner. Wilson David Donier. Nicholas R. Conti. Raj M. Bhatt. John Aslan. Melatin Ruloda. Rushil Patel. Ravi Parekh. Tuan Lay. Lance Benkaran. Rudra Desai. Richard K. Laforteza. Dylan Richard Dunn. Miggy Celestino. Joshua Santos. Juan Bedoya.
Diana Elizabeth Vargas. Emily Y. Balderago. Janelle Bonner. Eleni Zoyce. Sarah Zigman. Juliana Tan Urbis. Paloma Rodriguez. Andrea Kayla Rodriguez. Zaina Rator. June Eileen Perigo. Jenna Palatini. Alicia Marie Mitchell. Nirmohi Mystery. Ching Lam J. Lin. Amanda Stephanie Ayinku. Avni Goswami. Ishani Chowatia. Tanvi Chopra. Tia Churbaka. Amarani Chavelis. Gabrielle Barisi. Caitlin Abad. Nicole Abigail Viegas. Saloni Deepak Shah.
Jason Howard Smith. Jared Philip Smith. Arjit M. Pingle. Kush B. Patel. Saketh Nibhanapudi. Brandon Malnerick. Eric F. Holmstrom. Mamdu Hassan. Joshua Esperanza. Matthew Chen. Vinesh Balara. Edwin Aguirre Rosas. Jeremy Silber. Sneh Shah. Geet B. Purohit. Mahik Patel. Akshay Patel. Swaraj Pandya. Gavin M. Martung. Adrian Mazur. Yonghao Chen. Luis Emilio Castillo. Oscar Andres Ramirez. Hayden James Callan. Caitlin Mary Stearns. Cindy Nicole Pisa. Christina Proieto. Vritti Patel. Anjali Patel. Kelly Grace Flanagan receiving her diploma from her father, Joseph Flanagan, assistant principal at Central Middle School. Juhi R. Desai. Elise Mohammadjanova, Ellen Binhong Chen, Alicia Messina, Erica Castillo, Balkaran Gaur, Cindy Tai, Michaela Marie Acree, Priya Saurabh Shah, Stephanie Alvarado, Elizabeth Namov, Michelle G. Ciccarelli, Nicolette Rose Kelly, Mahim Hassan, Alyssa Catherine Barino, Samantha Hayek, Francesca Marie Bard, Taylor Alexa Bellardino,
Kyle Sung, Brandon Sung, Malik S. Vicaria, William Waller, David Samuel Sudit, Alan Tommy, Jacob Brian James Simmons, Michael Joel Sanford, Mohit Patel, Gianni Posos, Sharon Nair, Andrew Park, Gabriel Antonio La Rosa, Jason W. Poon, Kavan S. Desai, Hemel Kapadia, Nicholas Rios, Donald J. Benzak, Ryan Charles Astor, Yi Shen Chu, Samuel Yang, Jeremy George Thomas, Patrick Angus Beggs, Joseph Mastalia, Amber Louise Lee, Kirsten R. Taylor, Caitlin Ann Jackson, Christine Guevara, Naya Angelis Thornton, Kirtana Venkatesh, Colleen Marie Sturgis, Crystal Tran, Sarika Soni, Amanda Rose Rovner, Zoe Sarek, Rucha Santosh Patil, Corla King, Victoria Elizabeth Matthew, Brittany Diana DeMello, Karen Chen, Stephanie Marie Cuervo, Nicole Kristen Courtney, Tara Rita Antonacci. Alexa Jean Zeiler. Alexis J. Sunquist. Yuan Ting Yang. Emma Esther Steer. Victoria Waterska.
Randall Rosado. Nicholas Allen Sanford. Yash K. Bowser. Suraj Moria. Ramzan C. Ahmad. Julio Cesar Arenas. Albert Wang. Ian Ya. Ashil Vicaria. Nicholas Patrick Verducci. Siddhanth Yaganesh Patel. Stephen E. Paholsky. Matthew Kwan. Harshal Parmar. Camilo Arias. Benjamin Ryan Garcia. Daniel Peter Garcia. Gavin William Krellin. Stephen Fang. Zayad F. Ali. Nicholas Kakaval. Rishi Yagapan. Mazen Salah Abdullah. Vincent Bianchi. Brenda Jane. Jordan Kennedy Simpson. Isabel Sanchez. Catherine Janelle Grant. Lauren McLaughlin. Nora Marguerite Rigolosi. Emily Grace Tuchinski. Aitana Mushayev. Shauna M. Lally. Brianna Lynn Crowley. Tara Krishnadas Kakaramadan. Julia M. Campbell. Megan Ryan Tolosi. Stefania Clavijo. Tammy Tang. Juliette Nicole Campbell. Mairead Patricia Rio. Lydia Rose Parker. Shivani Patel. Morelli Montoya. Kyla Isabel Magparangalan. Brittany Elizabeth Vecchia. Stephanie Pamela Pascal. Heather Mann. Alphonse L. Huss. Alexander K. Adams. William Yang. Harrison Tyler Weaver. Jared Stock. Jack Daniel Picado. Krutarth J. Patel. Jeffrey Philip Pasco. Ananta Moharana. Parth Patel. Tyler V. De Silva. Brian Nicholas Agostino. Yash Yadav. Benjamin Gannon Wallach. Lawrence Samuel Ullman Jr. Salvatore Zeppi Rubinetti. Reynard Allen Horvath. Mark Frederick Maddox. Justin Lee Carpentieri. Deep S. Patel. Peter S. Matrakos. Justin Wan. Matthew Amaral Barecki. Andrew Joseph Pascal. Timothy C. Weinacker. Liam Seamus Anderson. Gaetano Alexander Pace. Justin Anthony Giesecke. Enrique Juarez Duran. Jamal Tyrese Parker. Arjun Michael Nagandran. Thomas Mack. Justin Girth. Angelo C. Martin. Sebastian Philip Nichols. Shane P. O'Connor. Vincent Thiessen. Matthew Alexander Leggett. Adam Paul Giovanelli. Gagandeep Singh. Charlene White. Colin George Agasso. Jillian Mary Rogers. Alyssa Danielle Courtney. Hannah Ververs. And Eunice Dogby.
Please rise for the alma mater. Congratulations to class of 2018. You are dismissed.